Excuse me, if you don't mind me asking, where are you from originally?
Where am I from?
Originally, yeah.
Is getting whole blood? Or their teeth? They don't exactly where I'm from originally. They don't have an answer anyway. Yeah. So you just ring our company phone and then I will put you in contact with my Is she whole blood? Okay. I just want to make sure I know.
So evidently anybody here doesn't want me recording my own blood
No,
donation.
they don't.
Why is that?
They're not comfortable with it.
Who's not comfortable?
We're all not comfortable with it.
With regard, I'm not showing anybody, so what's the problem?
You can help me find this one. Yeah.
According to the Freedom of Information Act, you're a nonprofit organization. You do not enjoy the status of a private company. I have every right to document my own experience here. If you want my universal blood, I get to document the process of my donation. Nobody's face is being recorded. Nobody's personal information is being given away. I'm simply documenting the experience of my own donation, which for some reason or another, nobody here is quote-unquote comfortable with it. I'm not asking anybody's personal information. I'm simply requesting that I record and document my own donation experience. So y'all want my blood, but you don't even want to let me give me a couple pieces of relevant paperwork or let me know where my blood goes or how it gets screened. It sounds like a very one-sided thing. Nothing in life comes for free. If you want something for free, give me something back. I've never experienced anybody being so jumpy about having me document my own personal experience in regards to donating blood. Why the nervousness? What do you have to hide? What do you have to hide?
Hi, Joni. I'm here with the donor. He insists on recording, and I told him that we don't feel comfortable with it and that we...
It has nothing to do with your comfort. And I'm not recording anybody's faces or personal information.
Okay. All right. So this is my manager.
Hello? Yeah, all I want to do is record the experience of me donating blood. Your staff appears to be very professional and have a high ethic, which is excellent. All I want to do is record my thoughts, feelings, and opinions while I'm donating blood. I'm not recording anybody's faces or in any way getting anybody's personal information out here. But you want my blood, so I want, according to the Freedom of Information Act, the freedom to document my experience. Do you understand?
Okay. I understand what you're saying. So, but if the staff is uncomfortable because their voices will be on there, you have to have their permission as well.
I'm not recording anybody's voices. Is there any way anybody can be exposed or identified or doxxed just because of their voices? I think not, ma'am.
I understand what you're saying. You can record yourself once you're in the chair and talk about your
Exactly, that's all I want to do, is record my own experience with my face, and furthermore, I would like to know if I will get the results from your screening in my mail, please. This is what I want. I want to know everything about my blood.
Okay, there is a form she has for you to fill out. Did you make a web portal?
I am a podcaster. I am not streaming live at this moment.
No. On our website, did you make a portal?
No, I haven't. I haven't done anything with regards to the website.
Okay, with the website, you make a portal and you will get your blood pressure
Uh-huh.
results, your hematocrit results, your results for cholesterol testing we do.
Excellent. So basically, I can get it in the email,
Right.
or I can look at it on the site. Is that right?
There's limited things that they just put in the portal. If you want all of the infectious disease testing, then you have to fill out that other form.
Absolutely. I'm more than happy to do that. This is what I call my poor man's diagnosis. I am more than happy for you guys to know any problems. I do not want my blood going out to some innocent victim if it's not clean. So I want to know for my own personal well-being if my blood is clean. Although I have not done anything like shoot drugs or have homosexual experiences and or sleep with promiscuous people. I have been celibate for over 10 years now. FYI.
And if you had any positive testing, they would inform you of that positive testing.
And I have literally not even had a cold or anything like COVID ever, except, in the past 3 or 4 years, I've literally been as healthy as a horse outside of minor allergies, seasonal allergies.
Right.
So, according to the Freedom of Information Act, I have every right to do this. And I'm not recording anybody else but myself. And you said when I'm in that chair, I have a right to record everything. So if you want my blood, this is my stipulation. And I'm not doing this to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
You have the right to record yourself.
Yes,
However,
myself.
We do not allow recording of the needle going in anyone's arm.
If you don't mind me asking, why not? Where's the harm?
Why not? Because if it gets broadcasted or you show it to somebody, that can cause somebody to have a reaction just seeing that.
I understand. So I promise you I will not do that. I will act in good faith.
But we don't allow anyone to do that. It's just our policy.
I will not show the needle going to my arm. I will act in good faith. But I will donate my blood if you meet my stipulations.
You have to also go by the guidelines of the person in charge there. Once the needle's in your arm, you can take a picture and the needle's covered. You can take a picture of the...
That's fine.
You can take a picture of the blood bag.
In fact, I don't even want any of that. All I want to do is record the ceiling or the floor in just my voice saying, hey, I'm donating blood and everything's fine.
Well, that's fine. You can do that. But during the interview process and during the poking, you can't.
I understand.
Okay. And another thing, we don't let, if somebody were having a reaction, and let's say the news was there because there was a big blood drive, we don't allow them to, video anyone not feeling well.
I will not videotape any of that. I just want to document my own personal experience according to the Freedom of Information Act.
You can, like I said, you can do that as long as you're not recording the needle, recording the interview process, and such. You can talk about yourself. I'm here donating blood.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it looks like.
If everything's kosher, then nobody has anything to hide.
Right, I understand that.
And you're a non-profit organization, so you are exempt from certain rights and liabilities that a private organization has. You have to understand that.
Right, but we also have something that if videotaping is not allowed.
It is allowed according to the Freedom of Information Act. What you're saying is unconstitutional.
You can record yourself, you can take selfies and such like that.
Yes, that's all I wish to do.
Okay, and then if you're saying I'm here donating blood, that's fine. But
Yeah.
the process part of it, you cannot record.
And why not? Because you're afraid of people's reactions? I mean, they show surgery on TV, for God's sakes. Open heart surgery.
It's just our policy.
Well, your policy is unconstitutional.
Well, you can either choose to donate following those rules, or you can wait and we can get our QA department to...
So this is what we'll do. My blood is obviously a hot item. So now that I have what I wanted, what I really came in here is to find out if I was O positive, which it turns out I am. So What I'll do is I'll abstain from donating my blood today. Obviously, you don't want it that much. Obviously, it's not needed. So, your willingness to comply with my donation is an expression of the demand for my blood type, which is obviously not needed.
But you have to comply with our rules and regulations as
I don't need to donate any blood to you. You need my blood. You are obligated underneath the Freedom of Information Act.
Somebody in the hospital needs your blood. So what I can do is I
Yeah.
can get
So if you want my lack of blood, if you want my blood, I will now request to document every process, including the insertion of the needle. If you do not want me to document it, I will simply not give you my blood, and I will make it my life's purpose. Now that I've encountered these attitudes, I will literally make it my life purpose to make sure others do not donate. So we have we've come to this crossroads.
So patients in the hospital don't benefit from
Yes, because of your attitude. Because of your attitude and your unwillingness to make a few concessions.
And you have to realize I have to follow my policies and procedures.
I understand that, but your inflexibility is going to cost. Everything has a cost.
We can get your name and all that information and have someone contact you.
Yeah.
Who has higher authority than me to grant what you want.
Yes, I want that grant, or you do not get my blood. Period. Now that I've been told that I'm making people quote unquote uncomfortable, which in fact is a form of xenophobia. You're discriminating against me and you're isolating me. You guys' prejudice and bigotry is totally disappointing and out of control. It's the attitude and the tone, lady. I really don't You're asking for a donation for free. You're asking for my blood for free. You have my personal information in your records. In this day and age with identity theft, with all these things going on, I have literally laid my life open to you. And the only thing I want is some form of documentation of the process. And I've received nothing but attitude from you guys when all I want is to record the process, put it on my podcast, and therefore actually encourage further donors. So you have now hampered your own process.
Well, there are channels that you need to go through to do that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but I don't appreciate the attitude and being told, oh, we're uncomfortable. How can you be uncomfortable with me giving you something for free? And vowing in good faith not to show anybody else's faces or personal information. According to the Freedom of Information Act, you are doing something that's unconstitutional. And you're also requesting personal information about me. Which if it falls in the wrong hands will destroy my life, and you know that. So how can I trust you in any way now? Because you are not operating in good faith.
Okay, well, if that's the way you feel, that's the way you feel. I can have someone get in contact with you, and maybe they can help me further than I can.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Please excuse my passion. I'm not angry at anybody.
I understand that, but you also have to understand I have to follow the rules that are set forth.
Yeah, I get it, but I just don't appreciate the attitude that everybody's quote unquote uncomfortable with me documenting my own experience. That's bullshit. And I will say that's bullshit again.
Okay.
I am passionate about these things, and I will tolerate no deception. I will not tolerate any deception. Freedom of Information Act. You want the section numbers too? You are a nonprofit organization.
What I will do is I will have someone get in contact with you so they can help you with this.
Yeah, you are a nonprofit organization. You enjoy tax-exempt status.
All right, Joni. I think we've reached our limit here.
So hand me that card with my results on it from the last time.
Okay. All right, Tony. Thank you.